chosen one, God is funding your life now. Stop worrying. Listen closely, because this is not something you can afford to ignore, and if you turn away now, you may miss a shift that has already begun inside your life. I am telling you plainly that the weight you have been carrying about money, stability, and survival is no longer yours to carry, because I have stepped in and taken responsibility over what you could not fix alone. This is not a distant promise or a vague comfort. It is an active movement that has already started shaping your path, even if you have not yet seen the full evidence. I am asking you to stay with these words, because what you are about to understand can break the fear that has been quietly draining your strength. Type Amen to affirm. You have spent nights thinking about how things will work out, counting what you have and realizing it does not seem enough. You have tried to be strong, telling yourself to keep going, but inside there has been a quiet worry that refuses to fully leave. I see every one of those moments, and I have not ignored them or turned away from your struggle. What you thought was delay was actually preparation, and what you feared was lack was never the end of your story. Take a moment and gently show your support by liking this video, because it helps this reach others who need the same reassurance right now. When I say I am funding your life, I am not speaking only about money appearing out of nowhere. I am speaking about direction, opportunity, favor, and unexpected provision aligning in ways you could not force on your own. There are doors you have been knocking on that seemed locked, and there are paths you have not even noticed yet that are opening quietly. I am guiding resources toward you, but I am also guiding you toward the right places where those resources will meet you. This is why your role is not to panic or chase everything in desperation, but to remain steady and aware. The reason you must hear this until the end is because your mindset must shift before the full flow arrives. If your heart stays in fear, you will not recognize what is being placed into your hands. I am teaching you to trust again, not blindly, but with a deep understanding that you are not alone in managing your life anymore. You are being supported in ways that go beyond what you can calculate or predict. You have been measuring your future based on your current situation, and that is where the weight has been coming from. You look at what is in front of you and try to stretch it into something bigger, but it feels impossible. I am asking you to stop doing that, because what I am bringing into your life is not limited by what you currently see. There are connections, ideas, and moments being arranged that will shift your position without warning. This does not mean you will do nothing, but it means your effort will no longer feel like pushing against a wall. Instead, you will begin to feel a flow, a sense that things are starting to move with you rather than against you. You will notice small changes at first, and then those changes will build into something undeniable. What once felt stuck will begin to move, and what once felt uncertain will begin to stabilize. Type 1010 if you trust God. I know there have been times when you questioned whether you were being overlooked. You saw others move forward while you stayed in the same place, and it made you wonder if your turn would ever come. But what you did not see was the way I was shaping your foundation so that when your moment arrives, it will not collapse under pressure. I was building something in you that could hold what is coming, not just receive it for a moment and lose it again. Your life is not being funded in a temporary way, but in a way that creates lasting change. I am not giving you something that disappears quickly. I am establishing something that can grow, multiply, and support you beyond what you have experienced before. This is why the process has felt longer than you expected, because it was never meant to be shallow or short-lived. There are people who will come into your life at the right time. bringing opportunities you did not even know how to ask for. There are ideas that will come to you suddenly, and you will realize they carry the solution you have been searching for. These are not coincidences, and they are not random moments of luck. They are part of the way I provide for you, not just through direct means, but through alignment and timing. I need you to release the habit of expecting the worst, because that has been shaping how you see everything around you. When something good begins to happen, you immediately look for what could go wrong, and that blocks your ability to fully receive it. I am asking you to soften that reaction and allow yourself to experience peace again. You are not walking into another cycle of disappointment. You are stepping into a different season entirely. You may not have all the answers right now, and that is okay. What matters is that you understand you are not responsible for solving everything alone anymore. I am taking care of what has been too heavy for you, and I am doing it in ways that will become clear step by step. You do not need to rush ahead or force outcomes. You only need to stay open and willing to move when you feel guided. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly everywhere? Recent CIA leaks have revealed a strong brain ritual that triggers an instant flow of wealth. This short technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming lives. From heavy debt to dream vacations, this could be your path to abundance. If you are seeing this, consider yourself lucky, because the page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. There is a quiet shift happening inside you even as you listen to this. The tension that has been sitting in your chest is starting to loosen, and the constant pressure in your thoughts is beginning to fade. This is not just emotion, it is a real change in how you are being carried through this season. You are being supported, protected, and guided at the same time. I am not asking you to pretend everything is perfect, but I am asking you to recognize that everything is changing. The struggle you have known is not your permanent state, and the lack you have feared is not your final outcome. I am bringing you into a place where provision meets you without constant anxiety, and where you can finally breathe without wondering what will happen next. For a long time, you believed that everything depended on how hard you pushed and how much you struggled. You thought that if you stopped worrying, everything would fall apart, so you held on tightly to your anxiety as if it was helping you survive. But now I am showing you that your worry was never your strength, it was only exhausting you. I am asking you to loosen your grip on that habit and allow yourself to experience a different way of living. You will begin to notice that opportunities appear at moments when you are not forcing them. Conversations will happen that lead you in the right direction, and small openings will begin to grow into something meaningful. These are not random, and they are not things you created by stress or fear. They are part of how I am arranging your path, guiding you into alignment with what has already been prepared for you. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. There will be moments where you feel the urge to go back to your old way of thinking, especially when something does not happen as quickly as you expect. You may feel a slight fear rise again, telling you that you need to take control or everything will slip away. In those moments, I want you to remember what I have already told you. You are not being abandoned in this process. You are being carried through it with intention. I am not removing your responsibility, but I am removing the burden that made everything feel impossible. You will still take steps, make decisions, and move forward, but it will not feel like you are fighting against everything around you. Instead, you will begin to sense a cooperation, a feeling that life is responding to you differently. This is what happens when my provision begins to take root in your life. There are parts of your story that needed to slow down, so you could be prepared for what is coming. If everything had arrived earlier, it would have overwhelmed you or slipped through your hands. I was protecting what is meant for you by allowing time to shape your understanding and your strength. Now that preparation is reaching its completion, and the next phase is starting to unfold. You will start to see changes in areas where you felt the most pressure. Finances will begin to stabilize in ways that feel almost unexpected. Needs that once seemed urgent will be met without the same level of struggle. This does not mean everything changes in a single moment, but it does mean the direction has already shifted. I am also placing wisdom inside you, so that when provision comes, you will know how to handle it. You will not waste what is given, and you will not lose what is meant to stay. This is part of the funding I am bringing into your life, not just resources, but the ability to manage and grow them. You are being equipped from the inside as much as you are being supported from the outside. There is a reason why you have felt different lately, even in small ways. You have been sensing that something is changing, even if you could not name it clearly. That feeling is not confusion, it is transition. You are moving out of a season of constant worry and into a season where you can finally begin to trust what is happening around you. Type 222 to receive blessings. You have been strong for a long time, even when you felt like giving up. You kept moving forward, even when you did not see immediate results, and that perseverance has not been wasted. Every step you took, even the ones that felt small or meaningless, has been part of the path that brought you here. I have seen your effort, and I have honored your endurance. Now I am asking you to allow yourself to receive, not just to strive. There is a difference between working with purpose and working from fear. You are being moved into a place where your actions come from clarity rather than desperation. This will change how you approach everything, from your decisions to your daily thoughts. You may begin to notice that your mind feels quieter than before. The constant noise of worry will not dominate your thoughts the way it used to. In its place, you will find moments of peace that feel unfamiliar at first. Do not resist that peace, because it is part of how I am restoring your balance. There are also people who will recognize something different about you. They may not understand it fully, but they will see a steadiness in you that was not there before. This will draw the right connections into your life, the ones that align with where you are going. You will not need to chase them, because they will come into your space naturally. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into success? A confidential CIA finding exposes a unique 7-second practice that activates money, attracting brainwaves automatically. Backed by science and 4 elite labs, this simple home ritual is helping struggling people move into dream lifestyles. But this page may not stay live. Click the link in the description and comments before it is wiped from the internet. What you are stepping into is not just about financial relief, it is about a complete shift in how you experience your life. You will no longer feel like everything is uncertain or fragile. Instead, you will begin to feel supported in ways that allow you to focus on growth rather than survival. This is the deeper meaning of what I am doing for you. There may still be moments where you question what is happening, especially if something does not look perfect right away. That is normal, because you are adjusting to a new reality. But I want you to remember that the direction has already changed. Even if the results are still unfolding, the outcome is no longer the same as before. I am guiding you into a place where you can build without constant fear of losing everything. This is a foundation that will hold, not something temporary that disappears quickly. You will have the chance to create stability that lasts. And that is part of why this process has been so important. It was never about rushing, it was about preparing. You are not behind, even if it has felt that way. Your timing has been different because your path is different. What you are receiving is being shaped specifically for you, not copied from someone else's journey. This is why comparison has only brought you pain, because it distracted you from what was being prepared for your own life. I am asking you to stay present and aware of what is happening around you. Pay attention to the small shifts, the quiet changes, and the unexpected moments that seem to guide you forward. These are signs of movement, not accidents. They are part of the way I communicate with you as I continue to lead you. But now I am teaching you a different rhythm, one where you can move forward without that constant strain. This is not weakness, it is alignment, and it will allow you to experience life in a way that feels lighter and more stable. There will be moments when you pause and realize that you are not as overwhelmed as you used to be. The same situations that once made you anxious will begin to feel manageable, even simple. This is how you will know that something real is changing inside you. I am not only changing what surrounds you, I am transforming how you respond to it. Type 555 to affirm. You have been holding on to a belief that everything good must be difficult to maintain, that if something becomes easy, it might suddenly disappear. That belief came from past experiences where things did not last, where you felt secure for a moment and then everything shifted again. But I am breaking that pattern in your life. What I am bringing to you is not fragile, and it will not vanish the moment you begin to trust it. You will begin to see that stability is possible without constant fear. Your situation will start to reflect a new kind of balance, one where you are not always trying to catch up or recover from loss. Instead, you will have space to think, to plan, and to move forward with intention. This is part of the provision I am placing into your life, the ability to live without constant pressure. There are areas where you once felt stuck, and you kept trying to force movement without seeing results. You pushed harder, hoping that more effort would finally break through the resistance. But now you will notice that those same areas begin to open without the same struggle. Doors that resisted you before will respond differently, and paths that seemed blocked will begin to clear. This is not because you suddenly became stronger on your own, but because I am working within your circumstances. I am shifting things behind the scenes, adjusting what you could not reach, and aligning what was out of place. This is how I fund your life, not only through visible resources, but through unseen changes that make everything else possible. Type 1111 if you believe. You may also notice that your perspective on money and provision begins to change. Instead of seeing it as something scarce that you must fight for, you will begin to see it as something that flows through the right channels at the right time. This does not mean you become careless, but it means you are no longer driven by fear. You will approach your decisions with clarity rather than desperation. I am teaching you how to receive without guilt and how to use what you receive with wisdom. In the past, you may have felt undeserving or uncertain when something good came your way. You may have questioned whether it would last or whether you should hold back from fully accepting it. But now I am asking you to accept what is given to you with confidence, knowing that it is part of what has been prepared for you. There is also a deeper healing happening within you, one that goes beyond your external situation. The fear of not having enough has been connected to other fears, fears of losing control, of being alone in your struggles, of not being supported when you needed it most. I am addressing those fears at their root so that they no longer control how you live your life. You are not meant to carry those fears into your future. They belong to a different season, one that is coming to an end. What you are stepping into now requires a different mindset, one that is grounded in trust and awareness. You are being invited to live from a place of assurance rather than uncertainty. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now. But this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. As this shift continues, you will find that your decisions become clearer. You will not second-guess yourself the way you used to, and you will not feel paralyzed by the fear of making the wrong choice. Instead, you will feel guided, as if you are being led, step by step, in the right direction. This is not coincidence, it is part of how I am working in your life. There will also be moments where you look back and realize how far you have come. You will remember the times when everything felt uncertain, when you questioned whether things would ever improve. And in those moments, you will see the contrast between where you were and where you are now. That realization will strengthen your trust even more. You are not being left to figure everything out alone anymore. I am actively involved in your journey, shaping your path and supporting your growth. This does not mean there will never be challenges, but it does mean those challenges will not have the same power over you. You will face them with a different mindset, one that is not controlled by fear. There is a steady momentum building in your life, even if it is not loud or obvious yet. It is moving quietly, but it is consistent. Each step you take is adding to that momentum, and over time it will become something you cannot ignore. You will see progress in ways that feel real and lasting. I want you to understand that you are not receiving temporary help. You are entering a new way of living. This is a shift in how you experience provision, stability, and peace. It is not something that comes and goes. It is something that becomes part of your life. This is why it feels different, because it is not just an event, it is a transformation. You may still have questions about how everything will unfold, and that is natural. But you do not need every answer right now. What matters is that you recognize the direction you are moving in. You are not heading toward lack, you are moving toward provision. You are not being pushed into uncertainty, you are being guided into stability. Stay present in this process, because each moment carries something important for you. There are lessons, insights, and opportunities that are unfolding step by step. If you rush ahead in worry, you may miss what is happening right in front of you. But if you stay aware, you will begin to see the pattern forming. Now I am gently reshaping that identity, showing you that you are supported, provided for, and not alone in your journey. There is a quiet confidence beginning to grow inside you, even if it feels unfamiliar. It is not loud or forceful, but it is steady and real. This confidence is not based on your circumstances alone, but on the understanding that I am working within those circumstances. As this awareness grows, you will find yourself reacting differently to situations that once made you anxious. Type 1212 to claim miracles. You will begin to see that not everything requires your immediate reaction or your constant control. There is a space opening up where you can pause, breathe, and trust that things are being handled even when you are not actively pushing them forward. This is a new way of living for you, and it may take time to fully settle into it. But once you do, you will realize how much unnecessary weight you were carrying before. There are blessings that are finding their way to you, not because you forced them, but because they were always meant to reach you at the right time. You may notice them in small ways at first, a solution appearing where there was once confusion, a door opening where there was once resistance. These moments will begin to add up, creating a pattern that becomes impossible to ignore. You will start to see that provision is not something distant, it is something active in your life. I am also aligning your path with people who will contribute to your growth rather than drain your energy. These connections will feel different because they will not come with the same tension or uncertainty you have experienced before. Instead, they will feel natural, as if they fit into your life without forcing anything. This is part of how I am supporting you, by surrounding you with what aligns with your direction. Type Amen to affirm. There is a deep shift happening in how you view your future. Where there was once doubt, there is now a growing sense of possibility. You are beginning to see that your life is not limited to what you have experienced so far. There is more ahead of you, and it is not out of reach. You may still have moments where old thoughts try to return, reminding you of past struggles and fears. But those thoughts no longer have the same power they once did. You can recognize them without being controlled by them. This is how you know that real change is taking place within you. I am strengthening your ability to stay grounded, even when things around you are shifting. This stability will allow you to move forward with clarity rather than confusion. You will not feel pulled in every direction, trying to figure out what to do next. Instead, you will feel guided, as if each step naturally leads to the next. There are also practical changes happening that will support your growth. Financial pressure will begin to ease, and you will find that your needs are being met more consistently. This may come through opportunities, ideas, or unexpected sources. What matters is that you begin to recognize the pattern of provision in your life. I am not only providing for your present needs, but also preparing you for what is ahead. You are being positioned to handle greater responsibility, not in a way that overwhelms you, but in a way that empowers you. This is why the foundation is being strengthened now. What is coming requires stability, and you are being given that stability step by step. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible. But this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. You are also learning to trust your own awareness. There will be moments when you feel a clear sense of direction, a knowing that guides you toward a certain decision or path. This is not something to ignore, because it is part of how I communicate with you. As you listen to that inner guidance, you will find that it leads you toward what is right for you. There is a sense of renewal entering your life, touching areas that once felt drained or exhausted. You may find new energy, new ideas, and a renewed sense of purpose. This is not random, it is part of the restoration that is taking place within you. You are not just being supported externally, you are being renewed internally. You will also begin to let go of the need to prove yourself to others. In the past, you may have felt the pressure to show that you were capable, that you could handle everything on your own. But now you are realizing that your worth is not defined by how much you struggle. You do not need to carry everything alone to be strong. This realization will bring a sense of freedom that you have not felt before. You will no longer feel the need to constantly push yourself beyond your limits. Instead, you will move with balance, knowing when to act and when to rest. This balance is essential for the life you are stepping into. There is also a growing sense of peace that will become more consistent in your life. It may come in quiet moments when you realize that you are not as worried as you used to be. It may come when you look at your situation and feel a sense of calm instead of fear. This peace is not temporary. It is becoming part of your daily experience. You are being guided into a place where you can build something meaningful without constant fear of losing it. This is a significant shift because it changes how you approach everything in your life. You will no longer feel like you are constantly starting over or trying to recover from loss. Instead, you will feel like you are moving forward with stability. I want you to understand that this process is still unfolding. What you are seeing now is only the beginning. There is more that will be revealed, more that will come into your life, and more that you will understand as time goes on. You do not need to rush ahead or try to control every detail. Stay open to what is happening and allow yourself to receive what is being given to you. You are not being overlooked, and you are not being left behind. You are being guided into a new phase of your life, one where provision, peace, and purpose come together in a way that feels real and lasting. You carried responsibility in multiple directions, and it left you feeling stretched and exhausted. But now, I am gathering what was scattered and bringing it into alignment. What once felt disorganized will begin to move with clarity and purpose. Type 222 to receive blessings. You will start to notice that your efforts produce different results. The same actions that once led to frustration will now begin to create progress. This is not because you suddenly changed everything about yourself, but because the environment around you is shifting. I am adjusting circumstances so that your effort meets the right conditions. There is also a change happening in how you perceive time. You once felt like you were running out of it, like you had to rush or you would miss your opportunity. But now, you will begin to feel that you are moving within the right timing. You are not late, and you are not falling behind. Everything is unfolding according to a timing that is meant for you. I am also teaching you patience in a new way, not as something forced, but as something that feels natural. You will no longer feel restless when things take time to develop. Instead, you will understand that growth happens in stages, and each stage has its purpose. This understanding will bring a sense of calm that replaces the urgency you once felt. Type 1010 if you trust God. There are areas of your life where you felt like you were always trying to catch up. You looked at where you were and compared it to where you thought you should be, and it created a sense of pressure that never fully left you. But now, I am shifting your focus away from comparison and toward your own path. Your journey is not meant to mirror anyone else's, and your progress is not measured by someone else's timeline. As you release that comparison, you will begin to feel lighter. The pressure to meet expectations that were never meant for you will start to fade. In its place, you will find a sense of freedom to move at the pace that is right for you. This freedom will allow you to make decisions that truly align with your purpose. I am also bringing clarity to your thoughts. Where there was once confusion, there will now be understanding. You will find that decisions which once felt overwhelming become simpler. This clarity is part of the provision I am giving you, because it allows you to move forward without constant doubt. There is a strengthening happening within you, one that will support you in ways you have not experienced before. You are becoming more grounded, more stable, and more aware of what truly matters. This strength is not about pushing harder, but about standing firm in the truth of what is happening in your life. You may begin to notice that your reactions to challenges are changing. Situations that once triggered fear or frustration will no longer have the same effect on you. Instead, you will approach them with a sense of calm and confidence. This is a sign that you are growing into a new way of living. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. I am also opening your eyes to opportunities that you may have overlooked in the past. These opportunities will not always appear in obvious ways. Sometimes they will come through simple moments, ideas, or conversations. But as you stay aware, you will begin to recognize their value. There is a flow entering your life, one that replaces the constant resistance you once felt. This flow will guide you from one step to the next, creating a sense of movement that feels natural. You will not need to force things to happen, because they will begin to unfold in the right way. You are also learning to trust the process, even when you do not see the full picture. This trust will grow stronger as you continue to experience small confirmations along the way. Each step forward will reinforce the understanding that you are being guided